It can get very loud in here. I thought you were going to say you were here at 7:30. I was going to be impressed.
Nope. I continue to do my best not to impress you, Debbie, so. All right, Duke starting with their familiar 5 in Team Air. Saw her today on her bike and stopped her real quick just to tell her how much I enjoy watching her play. And I told you the story, and you're like, she's the glue, right?
She is the glue of this Duke team. We've loved watching her play this season. And right now, Miami's coming out in man-to-man, little pack line-esque. And you see the Cavenders, Haley's sister Hannah, they're number 14 and number 15. They're both out there together. And the first play of the game is a turnover for Duke.
So Donovan loses it. Both Cavenders have played every single game. They were going to go to TCU last year, elected to just sit out the entire year and, for lack of a better word, do their social media thing. And so you wondered when they came back if they would be rusty. I mean, they've been phenomenal. And Trisha Cullip says their basketball IQ, 1, 2, what they do for their bodies is just amazing.
Actually, that's discipline, and we see that shot clock violation right there. Duke and Coach Lossing love the shot clock violation. They had 4 in that win over Clemson. They have 26 on the season. Make it 27. That's a true test, a great measuring stick for your defense.
You just saw Kara Lawson right there. It's interesting. You just pan and just see a shot of her, and you just picture D, right? I mean, all the time. The thing is, though, their defense has led to incredible offense. Oh, another turnover. Donovan gives it up. See if Donovan can get the block. She does. Times it perfectly. And then even helps up number 4, Jasmine Roberts. Here, I'm going to block you, and then I'm going to help you out.
No, I love this, though. She chases the ball down. Jaden Donovan, the sophomore, she gets the swat, but then look at the sportsmanship. He misses. She bends over, and she picks her up. I love that. Jaden Donovan, one of the young players on this very young Duke team who's still growing, but she just brings so much to the game. She's an incredible rebounder, leads the team in rebounding.
Cavender, so good with her footwork and gets the layup. It's one thing to get the rebounds, then another thing to finish a ton of her points in and around the basket. That is where she scores a lot of her points to lead Miami. I mean, she's got numbers to be first-team All-ACC in a league that is loaded with superstars. Usually when you don't win a ton of games in the ACC, they only won 3, it makes it tough, but I think she'll at least make second-team All-ACC. It's impossible to ignore her numbers because they're not just leading Miami, they're in the top 10 of the ACC as the bucket comes for Duke.
She was second-team All-ACC in 2023. She certainly has the numbers. She's averaging almost 19 points a game. As we said, Dean, almost 7 rebounds. It's incredible.
Just 2s, 2-2.
That Cameron Williams, number 44 matchup with Delaney Thomas is going to be really interesting. Cameron Williams played 4 years at Michigan. She's a 6'3" graduate student. She's tough down there. She bangs a lot. She's a physical post presence. It'll be interesting to see how the sophomores stack up against her.
That's Ashlon Jackson with the bucket to match the one a moment ago from Jasmine Roberts. You mentioned Williams. Toledo beat Michigan not once but twice when Williams was with the Wolverines. So she was familiar with Trisha Cullip, and Trisha Cullip certainly glad that she's there. Now, here is arguably the best freshman in the country coming off another big game, Toby Fournier.
And you see the sub, it's Fournier and Oluchi Okananwa. Fournier, freshman, Okananwa, sophomore, and they are the biggest reason why Duke is number 3 in the country in bench points. 32.3 points coming off the bench for Duke. They have so much balance. They have so many players that could start the game, but these two come off the bench, and boy, do they pack a punch.
It's almost unfair to count Duke bench points, right? We've talked so much about it. Like you said, it doesn't matter who starts, it matters who finishes, and everybody plays for Duke.
It's about knowing your role and accepting your role. Okananwa's gotten hot from 3 lately, and look at when she misses the shot, she hunts it down. The Energizer Bunny, she never, ever stops.
Okananwa has just been on fire in the ACC season. As you see Duke's bench success, 32.3 bench points, 3rd in D1, Fournier, no starts, but leads the team in scoring. And then 4 games with 50-plus bench points for Kara Lawson and the Duke Blue Devils.
4-time ACC Freshman of the Week is Toby Fournier. She leads ACC freshmen. Her field goal percentage, 54% from the floor. And there's Team Air. We were talking about her. She takes good shots. She's so efficient, so smart.
Cavender with the left hand. Nice lean in. That's Hannah Cavender.
Look how well she can use her body to protect the ball. I mean she is 5'6", maybe a 40. Wow. People have been saying, where do you see her improving the most? Look at that footwork. That's not a move perhaps she could make at the beginning of the season, and that's Coach Tia working with the post players. That was a great move.
8-6. Miami started the season 10-1. They come into this game 13-9, as when they hit the ACC season, it was tough. They've won 2 out of their last 3, but one thing that Coach Cullip said, or 2 things, they've had some key players injured, and 2, they've played pretty much everybody tough and down the line. Great pass to Fournier. Fournier up and in from Donovan.
That's Duke's tempo, the pace they like to play. Transition offense by the Blue Devils. Heads up, pass the ball down the floor, and Toby running the lane. Jaden Donovan always looking for her teammates. Fournier with the catch and the finish. Beautiful basketball. For the success of the team this season, what a great season they've had so far.
Miami off the timeout. We'll have another one coming under the 5-minute mark. Fournier defensively, and a travel. Strong Fournier defensively to lead to the travel from Williams.
And Miami comes out and they want to go to Cam Williams, their veteran, but this is an area where Toby Fournier has improved defensively. Post defense is a hard thing to master as a freshman, and she's getting better and better at it.
Okananwa ran into trouble and ran into Marshall and then traveled herself.
Gives Duke an opportunity to set up their full court pressure. One of the keys for Miami today is being able to take care of the ball. They did not do a great job of that at Georgia Tech.
Marshall sets for 3. Back of the rim, pulled down by Williams. Williams keeps it alive. Gets it back to Marshall. Marshall, nice footwork. And up and in. Miami's come to play here today.
That's the second step through move. Fake middle, step through, lay it in.
Mayer out there with Donovan, Fournier, Jackson, and Okananwa. Okananwa. Mayer is open. Close out from Cavender late. Mayer with a 3.
He's just so steady. She does it all when you need. She does what you need her to do. She can knock down an open shot.
13-8. Mayer moves it up. Good defense from Jackson. Jackson, Kara Lawson told me on Thursday that she is the true vocal leader of the team.
She's a great 3-point shooter. She's shooting 41% from long range. She's made 56 already on the season, 7 games to go in ACC play. You're gonna get a foul on Jasmine Roberts.
Donovan got into foul trouble on Thursday against Clemson.
It's Jasmine Roberts' second. That's a big deal for Miami. Miami's a team that's had injury, illness, a lot of things go on this season. I mean, some of their losses along the way probably wouldn't have happened if they had the full roster. Jasmine's a big piece of the puzzle for them. She only needs 36 points to get to 1,000. She's a mainstay for them. Senior, this Miami team is pretty seasoned. Dean, graduate students, seniors compared to Duke, who's got a lot of freshmen and sophomores.
Well said. Alongside Debbie Taylor, I'm Dean Linke, delighted to be with you as we turn it pink here in Cameron Indoor. Fournier in help. Fournier with a block. Fournier with the rip. She'll get it to Mayer. They'll run the court. Donovan down the middle. outlet. Okananwa sets for three. Donovan slaps it out. Rebound back to Miami. Cavender with 2 of the 8 points. Marshall. Adams. Adams, a player that, Adams, that Coach Cullup really high on. Look at that drop from Mayer to Okananwa. Tough finish, but she'll go to the line. So good at drawing whistles is Okananwa.
It's Duke transition again, and Miami's going to have to stop the ball early. Because the Duke players, when that possession changes, they're just going to start to sprint. Miami right now not getting back and matching up. Although Okananwa is so fast, they don't know how many people can really run with her. Mayer with the beautiful left-hand drop pass, and Okananwa draws the contact, and she'll go to the line.
It's the little things like when to pass the ball, and Mayer waited just to the right time to get it to Okananwa, who was able to draw the foul. So Roberts wanted to check in with 2 fouls, and Coach Cullup told her to sit back down. You saw a little bit of that on the bottom of your ACC Network extra screen.
Talk about efficiency, and T. Mayer in the last 7 games has 33 assists and only 3 turnovers. That is just rock solid. Nice back cut.
Cavender did travel. And, you know, that's what the Duke D, even the notion of the Duke D, does to you. I mean, you got a 5th-year standout in Cavender, and yet still she's aware of how tough Duke will close out, leading to the travel there, Debbie.
One of the big differences in these 2 teams is the size of their guards. Cavender and Adams are 5'6". The Duke guards are 5'11", 6 foot. They're longer. As we see Ashlon Jackson add to her 3-point total on the season, but it's going to be tough for the Miami guards to get to the rim, and that's just an unforced error, the kind of turnovers that Miami cannot afford in this game.
But somehow, though, Miami got it back. And it's Hannah Cavender behind the back, dealing with the pressure, and just throws it up. Donovan rips it. Donovan quickly. Richardson! And she traveled.
She never put the ball on the floor. She took 2 big steps, and the official called it. But you see right now the Duke defense is creating a little mayhem for Miami. They've got them sped up. And that's what they do. They disrupt you, and they make you play at an uncomfortable pace. And you'll see the catch. Oh, go through the dribble. 1, 2, 3. That's a travel.
That kind of reckless turnover for Hannah Cavender. Haley, who's got it now, her sister, brings her to the bench. Kind of just threw it wild a little bit, as both these teams were kind of running around, but they weren't completing a Patrick Mahomes-esque type finish, though, were they, as they turned it over back to back. That was a Super Bowl reference, Debbie.
Yeah, I saw that or heard that. You see how well Duke guards ball screens, that high hedge. They just play so well together as a defensive unit.
Really do. And it's so fun to watch.
They have held all their ACC opponents other than one, NC State, under their scoring average. And some of them way under their scoring average.
Wow, it's a 10-point lead, and Coach Cullup's Miami team did not have any idea of how much time was left on the shot clock. They have to be aware of that, led by number 14. She especially has to be aware, I think, Debbie.
You know, and it just shows how frazzled they are, right? It not only affects the way you play physically, it affects the way you play mentally, this pressure defense.
Okananwa to Thomas. Thomas with that smooth stroke in and out. There's that tough rebound from Haley Cavender. And then the outlet as well. She gets shoved out of bounds. Oh, what a great roll to Williams.
Needed that bucket, but that rebound by Cavender was just amazing.
Probably was fouled on the rebound, but
had the wherewithal to get rid of it to a teammate before she fell out of bounds.
Okananwa with Richardson. Drops it. Fournier. They call another travel? No, foul on Miami. No. Charge. They called a charge. My bad.
Reagan Richardson comes off this curl cut and just continues in to the defense. Good call by the official. And lets Duke set their pressure up. Ashlon Jackson's going to get called for that. You see Miami, that's Lee Harmon. She's number 42, another freshman for Miami, another 5'6" guard.
Cullip looking on, go ahead.
Oh, into the game comes Duke's probably smallest guard. Nice inbounds play, but Delaney Thomas gets over there to Vanessa De Jesus, backs up the point so steady. She's 5'8", and she's short on Duke's team.
Yeah, long team, and a team that even the shorter ones play bigger than their size. Richardson's going to come out as Cable will come on.
Coach Lawson was really happy with the way Vanessa De Jesus and Emma Cable played in the Clemson game. They really played some good minutes in the third quarter.
De Jesus, Okananwa, Thomas, Cable, and Fournier. Here's Fournier. A couple feet in, and Fournier can take that shot. De Jesus, first one out for Duke for practice, for shoot around about 3 hours before this one. Off glass. Even on Super Bowl Sunday, the bank's open here in Cameron.
Crossover with the step back.
Hannah Cavender, very short rest on the bench, right back in there.
5 seconds, nice look.
Seconds counting down. Okananwa can't get a shot off, but after 1 quarter, it's Duke 20, Cameron indoor. Turn it pink to you see the pink stripes along the Duke uniforms, and every Duke player wearing the pink shoes. Williams, great positioning by Thomas there. As it's nice to see Thomas and Fournier, see what they can do playing together sometimes. Usually it's a swap.
Well, and you see out of the timeout, Coach Cullip again chooses to go to Cam Williams, the experienced post player, and exploit that sophomore graduate student matchup. But Delaney Thomas does a great job holding her ground, drawing the foul.
Fournier to Thomas. Oh, wide open for a second, and then good job by Williams to get back. Forced that one. Fournier definitely was looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Good defense from Williams. Hannah to Haley Cavender. Haley Cavender with Cable on her. Contact there from Thomas, spinning. Tough shot, Cable with the rebound.
Miami's had a couple close looks around the rim. They got to knock those down if they want to win this game.
Okananwa, good fake on the flying Haley Cavender. Hannah Cavender helped out defensively. Now here's Cable. Cable takes an extra step. Travel seems to be a popular call here today.
Another turnover for Duke, though. We're stacking up.
I didn't see a travel there.
Interesting.
Haley Cavender to Hannah Cavender. Okananwa keeping an eye on Haley. It was Marshall that clipped her, and as Marshall will take the 3. Rebound Cable. They'll push it. Thomas was setting up. Fournier from 3. Yes, Fournier showing all the weapons. She's got a full base of artillery. Fournier, the superstar freshman.
You better guard me out here. I like the swagger she plays with.
Canadian, there's Thomas with the swat away. Now to Jesus. Everybody finds their lane, including Thomas, and Thomas has it. Fournier, by way of Canada, could be the best freshman in the country and perhaps a decent pick for ACC Freshman of the Year. She can do it all, including make threes. 15-point lead for Duke.
Shooting, you see how well she runs the floor, plays with her back to the basket, but then knocks it down from behind the arc, and she just keeps getting better. There's a big upside for Toby. It's been fun to watch her grow. Right now, last 2 games, almost 16 points, 57% floor rebounds. Just impressive statistics for this very talented freshman, as you said, Dean, in the running for freshman of the year in the league.
Already got 7 points in this one after the last 2 games at a clip at nearly 16. The lead is 15, 25-10, 8:07 remaining in the second.
Really saw her with the block earlier. She's really becoming a talented two-way player, equally good on both sides of the floor as Ashlon Jackson gets open off that inbounds play. Nice screen and a wide open 3, her second of the game.
Excellent screen by Fournier. And then Jackson, you mentioned that 41% clip at shooting threes. And Debbie, as we've seen her progress over the last couple years, she doesn't even need as much time now to get that shot off and still making them.
Sometimes when she has less time, she's better. Miami's still unable to connect. The run, unable to finish it, but man, they get down the floor fast.
Great pass from T. Mayer. Miami back on it, 28-10. Hannah Cavender try to get it down low. There's Fournier defensively. Another pass outlet to Jackson, finds Donovan. Donovan, Mayer was going to definitely shoot a 3. Fournier. Now Jackson from way downtown. Jackson on fire. 3 for 3 from 3.
Wow. Wow.
And she's nasty.
I knew it was coming. Good job.
Hannah Cavender over to Haley. Tough mark there by Reagan Richardson. Fournier can't stop Williams that time. Cameron Williams, the Michigan transfer from Chicago.
And a nice job hitting Fournier on her back. Nice little jump hook. I think they're just going to keep going to her.
Donovan with that shot that brings the ball behind her head. She normally can make that 4-footer, missed that one. An extra step coming from Anae Adams, the freshman out of New Bedford, Mass.
It's the Blue Devils. And Ashlon Jackson off that inbounds play, just not well defended, and knocks down that 3. And then she said, well, let's just do it again. And the Blue Devils get set, and they know feed the hot hand.
Approaching the 6-minute mark in the first half. It's 31-12. They get it back down to Fournier. Fournier strong and up and in.
Wow. She uses the glass really well. It's not an easy shot.
Fournier 4 for 6 from the field for 9 points. Jackson leading Duke with 11.
Look at Jackson's on-ball defense. Just taking away the straight line drive. Making the dribble pick up. Miami's able to finish it and one around the rim. They need more of those.
And Williams, the veteran, 2 in a row against Fournier. Adams knocks it out of bounds right in front of Coach Tricia Cullop.
Coach Cullop talked about Adams, her 5'6" freshman, how much she liked her. She calls her the Energizer Bunny. She's a top 10 point guard in the country coming out of high school, and she's just a gym rat and second on the team in steals, 3-time Gatorade Player of the Year. She's gonna have a great career in Coral Gables.
Tricia Cullop, who had all that success at Toledo, did admit that she is not minding the weather down in Coral Gables compared to what it's like in Toledo.
I mean, it's a tough one. Miami's just really struggling to handle the press. And a lot of that has to do with the height and length of the guards for Duke.
Donovan with Jackson, back to Donovan, extra pass, Thomas, easy.
Sharing is caring, Dean. The Blue Devils do it better than most teams in the country. They assist on 60% of their made baskets. Another great example.
That bing, bang, boom in lacrosse, they call it tic-tac-toe. Duke makes it look so easy, and they don't even let the ball hit the court.
And ball pressure by Duke is just so good. Team Air right now has the task of guarding Cavender. Cavender, wow. Talk about quickness and explosiveness, able to get by Team Air. Not a lot of people can do that.
Hannah Cavender, like her sister, has started every single game for Trisha Cullop. Trisha admitted she wasn't totally sure what she was going to get from the Cavenders, but as you see Hannah here, right here, this is exactly what she said she's been seeing all season long, including leading into the start of the season.
And just a little burst of speed, and you see him there. Number 14, Haley, number 15, Hannah, and Coach Cullop quick to tell us that their discipline is so important, Dean. You know, she's like, they're in their fifth year, they eat right, they get the right amount of sleep, they're in the gym all the time. Their maturity is really helping build the culture of her team as a first-year coach of Miami.
Thomas went up for the rebound and was undercut, earning the whistle against Miami. Yeah, you can see the push from behind from the freshman Adams as Kara Lawson looks on. Don't think there's too much she could be upset about at the moment. Okananwa missed the three there. Pulled down by Marshall.
Marshall, she's another graduate student. She played 4 years at Notre Dame. 6'5". She can be a big help in this game. She missed a couple games in the middle of the season, some of those tough losses that Miami had. She came back at SMU, and she really helps them. She stretches the floor. She provides some rebounding. She's an ACC veteran.
Donovan flying in there for the rebound. A moment ago was Williams overpowering DeJesus here.
You see Cam Williams, she's just continuing to work. She's good around the rim. You see Cam Williams coming on strong in the last two. 13 and 15, 6 offensive rebounds. I mean, she's just a powerhouse down there.
Back-to-back double-doubles for number 44. Hannah Cavender was looking for 44, who's got position on Thomas. Haley Cavender was in the paint. Marshall's three, looking for the shooter's row on the floor. They may have gotten DeJesus with a grab. Down low again. Williams having herself a really good day. She's got 10 already.
She's starting to heat up. Duke needs to find an answer for her. It's too easy.
DeJesus, Jackson, Okananwa, driving in.
There's your answer. It's called Oluchi.
Oluchi Okananwa. A never-ending engine. You talk about a player that plays so much bigger than she is. I don't know if there's a better example of it than Oluchi Okananwa. Even Haley Cavender, I don't think, can do some of the things Okananwa can do underneath the basket. And a travel, good defense from Donovan.
Donovan at 6 foot. It's a tough matchup. Duke sharing the ball again, finding the open player, and then Oluchi finding a seam in the zone. Catch and go, and finishes.
Thomas trying to use the left against the bigger Williams. Tips it Rodman style to herself to keep it alive for Okananwa, who was off on that three. And now Williams with another rebound. Williams, a couple of rebounds to go with those 10 points.
How Duke closes up the lane.
Cavender from the corner misses the three. Donovan can play every position to DeJesus, in and out. Thomas with the rebound. Can't get through the power of Williams, but DeJesus will clean it up. They'll reset. Okananwa struggling from three in this one. She's 0 for 5 from downtown.
Shot's a little flat today.
Marshall, back of the rim. Donovan is fouled by Adams. Cable, Fournier, and Richardson will come in.
remains 0 for 8 from the three-point line. But foul, who, me? What do you mean? I like the fire Adams plays with.
As we talked about already, Coach Cullip really high on Lene Adams, especially of late.
Miami's in a 1-3-1 zone, it looks like right now, or maybe it's just a tandem 2-3. So out of the man, into the zone.
Fournier, extra pass to Cable, she can hit that. A little too strong. Donovan battles with Hannah Cavender.
But you can see how dominating Duke's guards are on the glass right now. If they're not getting the rebound, they're getting a hand on it and tipping it back out.
It's not a really deep team for Miami, which is the opposite story for Duke. A. B, they've had a few key players miss games during that losing streak. C, this week, a ton of the players, we didn't find out what names, had the flu and weren't feeling well, and to the point where Coach Cullip wasn't even sure what players would be here, as Cavender with the dribble makes the basket.
Look at the space she just created on that shot, Dean. I mean, then you have to be able to do that when you're 5'6". You got to be able to find some room, and she just does it so well. I'm sorry you're saying, yeah, Coach was saying, but they had the bye week, so it was fortuitous that they had the bye week when the flu went through the team.
Right. Only 8 players came out to warm up, as the other ones waiting to the last possible minute. Cavender thought that was off of Duke, and it was. .6 seconds, so that's a pretty good spot to put it, as Cavender is going to take a tough shot, and it'll roll around. Indoor ACC Network Extra, the Duke Blue Devils, number 10 in the country, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. Thomas underneath, missed and ripped out of there by Marshall. Now Miami starts with a stop.
Miami came out in the 2-3 zone. Duke was ready for it, ran a great play, just unable to convert. And talk about converge on the ball. Gets that tie up. He'll go back to the Hurricanes. Look at that help side by Ashlon Jackson.
Haley Cavender took the inbound pass from Hannah Cavender. And a whistle caught against Duke.
Landy Thomas is going to get called. Cam Williams posting up big. That's where experience comes in, creating contact. Landy Thomas, the sophomore, getting called for the foul in the low post.
Williams flashes. Thomas trying to get big. Short, great defense from Thomas. Mayer out of there, finds Richardson. Richardson has Haley Cavender. Richardson using that size. Shot not there though. Williams with another rebound. So Williams with the 10 points and 4 rebounds now. Hannah Cavender can go with her right or her left. Does get bumped, and she'll go to the line, as she came pretty close to meeting a couple of the outstanding members of our camera crew.
It's kind of a nice catch by the camera guy. Remember we talked about Cavender's, they come into the game, Hannah averaging almost 7 points a game, Haley averaging 19, a little shy of 19.
Bobby Welch doing a good job to keep on working while making sure that Miss Cavender is okay. 37-24, just 1 minute in here. Jackson is fouled, she'll go to the line.
Such a good job passing the head off the inbound. Get the inbound in quickly, pick your head up, pass ahead, and get to the free throw line. Duke transition.
Jackson makes the first.
Ashlon Jackson, best free throw shooter on the team, shoots it at 87%. If only all guards could do that, Dean. 2 of 2.
Nice crowd here at Cameron Indoor. Cavender.
This See how hard it is just to even make an entry pass.
Haley Cavender looking for Marshall, knocked out of bounds by the always busy Donovan, who probably doesn't get enough credit for all the things she does for Duke. Not a high volume scorer, but does everything else so well.
Incredible rebounder, great defender.
Hannah Cavender, shot clock down to 3, throws it away.
Miami's been trying to use that middle of the floor screen and roll, which was actually effective for Clemson the other night, but Duke's been, they went back to the drawing board on that one, obviously, in practice, and they've taken it away every time.
It was a 15-point lead at the half. It's still a 15-point lead. Here's Donovan. Just cannot make that 8-footer. Haley Cavender. So good, stop and go, and then the ability to use both hands. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
She's got that great change of speed. So good with both hands. She loves to attack the rim, and that time Reagan Richardson gets her on the arm.
So I had 1 year where both my boys played on the same high school basketball team together. One as a freshman, one as a senior, and it was a highlight of my life. Can you imagine being the parents of the Cavender girls, being able to enjoy that for so long? I mean, as parents, it's incredible.
They're such great role models for little girls, young players. Coach Cullip telling us they'll show up at games and kids will have their jerseys on, and how gracious they are and kind they are to always take time to talk to the young kids.
Mayer. Richardson was looking to drop it to Thomas, and Thomas will, ooh, thought it went off with Thomas last, but they're going to keep it with Duke. Jackson with Mayer, Thomas, Donovan, and Richardson, the regular starting lineup.
Duke's going to screen that zone. It's a great set for who else, Dino? Ashlon Jackson.
So smooth. And a lot of times great three-pointers have a certain spot, but it doesn't matter. She can be in the corner. She can be on the edge of the three, the top of 3. It doesn't matter. She can make them from everywhere outside of the three-point line.
He's 4 for 5 today.
Great defense from Team Air. Shot clock at 5. Haley Cavender. Thomas is going to make it tough. Cavender, it's going to be a shot clock violation. Duke, one of the best in the country. You talked about it, I think, in the first set. Debbie Taylor, and they get it again.
They love it. They love it. That's the second one on the game. Nothing's easy for Miami. The ball pressure is just overwhelming. It's just taking them out of their offensive rhythm. Duke run that play again, right back to the corner. Little misdirection.
Yeah, that time Jackson actually had even more time where she didn't need to rush it against Coach Cullip's Miami Hurricanes. Reagan Richardson using the glass.
Great execution. Baseline inbounds.
They don't teach that shot too much anymore off the glass. He didn't play a ton of games at Duke, but one of the best in the business is Kyrie Irving at that shot using the backboard.
Miami still has not made a shot from long range. Ashlon Jackson.
Smooth.
She's feeling it. If you're Miami, you better know where she is.
47-25, the threes allowing Duke to start to pull away. Foul called against Donovan as she got up in the air and coming down with the foul.
Jackson just spots up, 2 steps off the line, wide open in transition. You're Miami, you got to know personnel, you got to know where she is. When she's on. And right now, how many she's got on the day, Dean? 5 for 7 from long range.
That last one was NBA. That was J.J. Redick style now. Way downtown. Those are Duke references I'm popping in here for you, Debbie.
You're doing a great job.
Adams. Donovan's ability to handle the ball is add an element. And she gets a rebound, sends it out, turnover from Richardson. And then Richardson has a good lesson to the youngsters out there. You turn it over, don't pout, don't hang your head, get back on D and get it back. Almost 5 seconds here, and finally, yep, it's going to go back to Duke.
Well, the Blue Devils have a 21-point lead, but they never relinquish the defense. Just even on that sideline inbounds, everyone's denying, everyone's making it difficult to inbound the ball, and it causes another turnover, and the turnovers are just starting to become insurmountable for Miami. Duke's done a nice job finding Donovan on the free throw line against that 2-3 zone, and it's Oluchi with the up and under.
Oluchi faked the three, and with the dribble, good footwork, found an easier one. 49-26. It's all Duke here to start the third. Three-pointer, Miami desperate for a bucket. There's Thomas. She has had a great ability today to tip it to herself multiple times. Here's Okananwa going strong again, and she'll go to the line.
Duke has really been able to play the pace they want to play tonight. They like to go, 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 and they've capitalized in transition this afternoon for sure.
Hannah Cavender will go to the bench. Jackson talking to the Duke bench right in front of Kara Lawson, her head coach. This one made by Okananwa, who's 3 for 3 from the line. And she's one away from double digits despite being 0 for 5 from deep.
Would this make, she goes into double digits again, and she does it so quietly. But she finds a way to do it every game. As of late, she's really starting to heat up at the right time in the season. She impacts the game in so many ways.
Okananwa gets back to stop Anae Adams, the freshman. Adams gets the call from Tricia Cullop, first-year head coach, replacing Duke legend Katie Meyer. Did such great work in Miami. 51-26, Duke all over Miami.
Dean.
Off the timeout. Roberts, this is the first. And hits the second. Miami 5 for 8 from the line. 51-27, 4:45 remaining here in the third.
Fournier's been kind of quiet in this half. Explosive first half. See if she's able to turn it on a little bit here down the stretch.
Still efficient. Shot the ball 6 times, made 4 has Fournier, and a travel from Okananwa. She knocked to the ground and she rolled over. It was a travel. Almond, Roberts, Adams, Haley Cavender, and Harmon out there for Tricia Cullop's Canes. For Duke, it's Jackson, Donovan, Okananwa, Mayer, and Fournier.
Duke's in the bonus. A foul right there on the press. It's going to send Leah Harmon, 5'6" freshman from Patterson, New Jersey, to the free throw line.
Down the stretch we go, as Duke will have 2 on the road. They'll play Wake on the 13th, at Notre Dame on the 17th, and then 3 home games: Louisville on the 20th, Syracuse 23rd, North Carolina on the 27th, and they'll end in Tallahassee, where the Seminoles have the top 2 scoring combination in Latson and Tipson in the country.
They're another team that just keeps getting better. It's a tough place to play. Duke's got a big stretch in front of him, and here comes Fournier.
Ripped out of there by Williams. Williams having herself a day. Yeah, she's 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Blocked by Okananwa. Wow, the mouse in the house, and the mouse scores.
Adams, 5'6", finds a way to get it over the 6'3" Fournier. Fournier runs the floor again. She gets herself to the line. Fournier's a 66% free throw shooter. Gets to the free throw line more than anyone on the team. Twice as much as anyone on the team.
She makes the first one, but let's take a look at Adams with that nice bucket from Miami.
His fancy footwork here. A little extra step there and able to get it in around the much taller defender.
Fournier misses the second. Williams battles. They're going to call Donovan with the foul. Oh no. Yeah, they are, and they're gonna have Williams shoot. So all the 4s. So Donovan 4 with the foul. It's gonna be 44 shooting.
Let's watch it again. I see Donovan trying to reach in there. Looks like some good hustle, but nonetheless, Cam Williams on the line.
I know that Donovan was whistled for the foul as Kara Lawson's looking on, and I think she's right. I didn't really see a foul. And I'll also tell you this, without hesitation, even if it was 20 years ago and I was heading to the court and I saw Donovan and Okananwa out there on the court for 2-on-2, I'm leaving. I'm not staying for that.
Miami staying in their 2-3 zone. Duke's been able to find, see where Ashlon Jackson just cut. Fournier gets some good space down there. She's getting herself back to the free throw line.
The line on Fournier, 10 points, 4 for 7. Let's take a look at how she goes to the line.
Yeah, Williams drops her arm and gets Fournier on the arm.
1 for 3, 1 for 2 from the line. He's got a rebound and an assist. 10 points in 14 minutes. Missed back-to-back free throws.
Sometimes on a Sunday, your legs are a little bit tired. You really got to focus on getting your legs under your shot.
Second one.
Not the case for Ashlon Jackson, though, right, team?
Yeah. Her legs are always ready. 53-33. Williams, the power, but forgot the ball. Turnover.
Fournier playing behind Williams. Williams takes a power dribble and it just gets away from her.
It's 19 turnovers now, Debbie, for Miami.
This is what Duke does to you. They turn you over. They create offense with their defense. They speed you up. They create chaos. They can put so much pressure on the ball.
Duke outscoring Miami 16-11 in this quarter. That has slowed down because Duke got those early fouls. Cable.
about that ball movement, Dean, and that nice extra pass by Jackson to find her teammate Cable.
Haley Cavender behind the back does not stretch Jackson at all. Okananwa keeping an eye on Adams. Williams down low, and they called the travel. Cable may have got away with a little grab right there.
Cable did. Cable came over on the bottom of the double team and grabbed her on the arm. Look at this nice ball movement, the extra pass. Cable's ready in the corner, and she drills it. And Cable hasn't had the best shooting year, but we certainly know she can shoot it, Dean, and she's a streaky shooter.
She's improved her defense so much. Flat three from Fournier. Okananwa with the rebound, and then Okananwa with Cavender on her. Yes, and one. Number 5, Oluchi Okananwa.
She is everywhere. Everywhere. Hustling to the loose ball. Putting on the floor. Nice shot fake. Powers it up, and it goes down. She likes it.
I told you those two players, like pound for pound, right? The toughest, but I did give the edge to Okananwa, and she showed it right there. Getting inside of Haley Cavender and finishing. Did not complete the and one, though.
She's a talent. And she only averages 20 minutes a game because 9 players on the roster average 10 minutes or more. There's a lot of minutes to spread around. She makes the most of hers.
Haley Cavender drawing the mark from Richardson. Fournier leaves her, and Cavender hits a 3.
The first 3 of the game for the Hurricanes. Lids off the basket. Can't go under a screen on Cavender.
Jackson a little bit out of control that time. So Marshall will go the other way. Cavender trying to get back-to-back threes. Okananwa gets enough of it to get it to Richardson. Richardson with the outlet. What a pass! Jackson!
You see, Dean, there was not a dribble in that transition, and that's exactly what you like. The ball moves faster in the air than it does on the floor, and that's just a great heads-up, beautiful transition play by the Blue Devils.
60-36, just over a minute remaining. Fournier called for the reach. It'll be her first foul. Check this out.
Look at that beautiful lead pass. Lead her to the rim, lay it in.
Miami got in the bonus early here in this quarter, and it's been one of the only ways they've been able to score short of that long 3 from Cavender.
Look at Ashlon Jackson, 15 points plus in the last 5 games, 5 of the last 7, just really playing well right now. This is a great time of year to be playing well with 7 games left on the conference schedule, heading into conference tournament and NCAA tournament.
Fournier, yes. Fournier now 5 for 9 from the floor. She's got 13.
Another piece of her game, she's really expanding, catching it on the free throw line, facing up, and she says to the graduate student, Cam Williams, I don't care how long you played, and she just takes her right off the dribble. Confidence.
Came in averaging 13, and she's got her 13.
You see her, she catches it on the free throw line, looks at the defender, and lays it in with the left off the glass. Impressive move for the freshman.
Yeah, her left hand around the basket every bit as strong as her right hand, which makes her really tough to guard. Footwork is there too. This time it's her right hand, and she'll go back to the line.
Well, I think it was just when I said that Fournier was kind of having a quiet second half that she's just come back to life.
Our wonderful producer, Jamie Carr Black, going Eagles, which I think is opposite of what our wonderful analyst, Debbie Taylor's going. Is that right?
You know, I don't really have a dog in the fight, but I'm probably going to go the other way. If I were a betting woman, that's what I would do. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he is. Good to see that he's taking time to appreciate the splendor of what is Duke women's basketball. 64-38.
Blue Devils still with that full court press. Look how hard it is to get the ball in bounds. It just wears you down over the course of the game as we hit the 20-second mark.
Holding for the last shot. 64-38. Haley Cavender back of the rim. Hannah Cavender with the rebound. Runner. Might have been a pass to Williams. I'm not sure.
It's not for lack of effort by Miami, but Duke defenders are just bigger, stronger, taller.
Okananwa, yes! And the whistle there, 66-38. Oluchi Okananwa, a different.
Sure, it makes it really hard to get assists.
No assists for either of the Cavenders. Short from Richardson. There's Roberts with the rebound. Roberts with the ball. Did pick up the ball. Here's Hannah Cavender.
I will say to their credit, they're still playing so hard. Little behind the back pass.
Williams. Pass to Marshall. Back to Hannah Cavender. Williams. The high screen. Now Lowe gets position, and before she can shoot, it's Donovan with the grab. Third foul on Donovan, and there it is.
Well, you get to see there, Hannah and Haley, their season average 25.6, 9.3 assists a game, and you can see what they're doing today. So credit the Duke defense. They've been swarming.
Nice shot. Cavender said, yeah, take that stat. And
heard me talking about her. And again, like 100% the whole time from both of them. No matter what the score is, no matter who they're playing. Good execution on the inbound.
66-40. Mayer. Nice pass. Thomas can't hit it, though. Another rebound for Williams. As Williams now with 9 rebounds. She is just 1 rebound, Debbie, away from a double-double. And she has been really good.
She's been holding down the fort. Her experience is shining through. I mean, she's been a presence in the paint, on the boards.
Jasmine Roberts just limping off. The training staff heading right to her. Here you see it. Oh, that did not look good. Jackson decided not to use the screen from Thomas. They switch it.
If you're in that zone, you have to make sure you know where Ashlon Jackson is. Donovan likes that shot. Let's see if she can knock one down. She's just been struggling from that spot all day, but it's Delaney Thomas who picks up the ball and gets the foul. Delaney Thomas just putting in the extra effort. Finishing a close one around the rim. And only a sophomore, and Dean, another player for Duke, whose game continues to improve. Thomas with 6 points on the day.
Delaney Thomas from Charlestown, West Virginia, St. John's College High School. The lead is 29.
Blue Devils shooting 79% from the free throw line today. It's a nice thing to see. Been struggling a little from the line lately.
Haley Cavender.
Jaden Donovan comes up with that ball. You see Miami today, season high 24 turnovers and a season low 2 assists. So if you need to know anything about Duke's defense, those are 2 statistics that'll prove it. And who else? Turning the corner on the curl, Ashlon Jackson to the rim to add 2 more to her tally.
21 for Jackson, who is truly playing with a ton of joy. Junior guard from China, Texas, Hardin-Jefferson High School. Scored 30 points against Kansas State back in November, right around Thanksgiving. Oh, Jackson, why not? Oh, back to the rim.
Donovan hunts it down. Hustles after that rebound and hunts it down. She leads the team in rebounding, Dean.
Yep. The starters are out there with 7 minutes left. Another great pass. Thomas getting that pass from Jackson.
Jackson does a little bit of everything great. Execution on the screen and roll. Beautiful look.
Haley Cavender. Marshall gets it down to Williams. Williams spinning against Thomas, a little bit too strong. Mayer comes flying in to go off of Mayer.
Here's Ashlon Jackson turning the corner, taking it to the rim, and it gives her 21, and now she's going to use the screen, and she's going to say, here, let me share that with you, Delaney Thomas, helping out her teammate.
Duke's ability to pass ahead of the play, Debbie, into space, knowing that the player is going to be there, is just fantastic to watch. And we've got the best seat in the house to watch it from up here in the crow's nest. Turnover, Hannah Cavender. Mayer. Mayer, good pass. Donovan, yes. Donovan back defensively, trying to slow down Marshall, and a travel on Marshall. Look at Donovan, scores on one end, races back on the other end to cause the turnover. And Trisha Cullop has seen enough. She's going to call timeout. It is a 35-point lead for the number 10 team in the country, Duke.
Zero turnovers.
Mentioned on Thursday that Kara Lawson let me compare Team Air to her game. He said, yeah, she said, I'll take that based on the competitiveness, because Mayer has the same competitive zeal that Kara Lawson had as a player and now as a coach. And there's Fournier. You talk about competitive zeal, the and one.
It's extra effort by Fournier. She gets herself to the free throw line again and slicing and dicing through the defense. It has just been fun to watch her game grow, Dean. She likes what she sees. I like how excitable she is. I like the energy she brings. The competitive, talk about competitiveness, she is a competitor.
Yeah, you mentioned the swagger. She is not afraid to show how she's feeling out there. It's 78-40. Haley Cavender on the bench. Hannah Cavender with a three.
Quick release. You got to get that shot off when you have a tiny little bit of room. Second three of the day for the Hurricanes.
Okananwa blocked there at the bucket. To Jesus with the miss. Aurora Alman, zero, a redshirt freshman with the block. Roberts for three. Short to Jesus. Good tip to Fournier. So smart. Donovan. Oh, go ahead.
Just a good opportunity for Duke to work on their zone offense right now, taking some time off the clock, running some plays.
Cavender, good pass to Marshall. Marshall gets one. Used every part of the rim, but it went down and in.
3 for 16 for Miami today from the three-point line, 19%.
Rare miss from Jackson. Fournier, that's all Donovan right there.
That's just that extra effort and awareness, like just spatial awareness and awareness of where her teammates are. Pulls the rebound and the quick pass. Fournier for the assist. Beautiful job by Jaden Donovan. These are the little things she brings to the game, Dean.
To me, they're all big things, Debbie. I just love watching her play. Yet, maybe not the best shooter you're ever going to see, but who cares? I mean, she does everything else so well. Cavender, Hannah gets her own rebound. And here's to Jesus. As I mentioned, Jamie Carr Black, our producer, Chad Lampman, our director, Will Black, part of the crew. Fournier, up and under. Fournier with 22.
Showing off the footwork. Beautiful, using the rim to protect. Wow, wow.
Matt McCullough, Anthony Naj, Christopher Dubois, Chris Metzloff, Daniel Bentley, Mark Dry, Brian Ware, Robert Gray, also part of the crew. Ivan Pacheco, Wesley Myers, Michael Germino, David Harding, and Claire Geary. Thanks to each and every one of them making calling games here at Cameron Indoor such a joy. Here's Cavender. Hannah, short. Rebound Okananwa. Okananwa, so fast. Speeding bullet. Ball in. And a foul. Oluchi Okananwa.
Coast.
So, Debbie, enough with the D for Duke, because the offense, granted, they get the help from the D. Their offense is pretty good, too.
I mean, and you see the balance. And every game, Dean, it's a different trio or it's a different group. But right now, you see Fournier and Okananwa really starting to turn it on. And these three, specifically in the last couple games, have come to play. It's three different double-digit scores, 18 assists for Duke.
Okananwa will head out as Duke, number 10 in the country, is going to improve to 19-5 and 10-2 in the ACC. Miami, who started 10-1, is going to fall to 13-10, 3-9 in the ACC. But give Tricia Cullop just a little bit of time, and you'll see Miami making some noise in a few years.
This has just been a demonstrative defensive display by Duke. Nothing Miami has done on the offensive end has been easy tonight. They're so out of rhythm.
Woo, nice three from Marshall in the corner.
The threes have been hard to come by for the Hurricanes. That's the fourth of the game, 4 for 18 on the game. Duke leads the ACC in opponent three-point percentage. They hold their opponents to 25%. And right now, Miami's shooting 22% from behind the arc.
Quick shout out to Tricia Cullop's longtime manager when she was at Toledo, Ellie Hurst, as Fournier makes another runner.
That's a beautiful pass by Vanessa DeJesus on that screen and roll. That was a great shot by Fournier.
Fournier with 24, 9 of 15 shooting.
And she's only played 24 minutes.
DeJesus, tough D, and DeJesus with the rebound. So now DeJesus. Duke going to their bench. Battistone. Fournier, great hustle. This is with less than a minute left and the score 86-49. Are you kidding me?
40 minutes, Dean, from start to finish.
DeJesus, why not?
The graduate student gets her name in the scoring column.
88-49. Battistone, fan favorite, and she gets one. Crowd loves it. Make some noise. Turn it pink. Super Bowl Sunday. Duke's got 90.
Sophomore from Belgium. The crazies love her.
Roberts short. Fournier with one more rebound. That's her fourth. And the Duke Blue Devils now 19-5, 10-2 in the ACC.
They shoot 50% from the floor, and just the defense was exceptional. 11-0 at home this season, and look at that average mark.